Hey, y'all. You all right, Trenton?
Wow, I'm a little higher
Trenton
in the
about fell
headset.
off. Trenton about fell off his chair. That was hilarious. Dude.
So evidently Trenton can hear you.
You all right, Trent?
Wow, okay.
You all right in the headphones?
Yep.
Are you deaf?
I'm deaf now.
Hey, all. Welcome to our February live stream. As usual, we're shooting from the hip here a little bit. Everything else okay, Trenton?
I hope so.
All right. We hope you had a great week, and more importantly, hope you're looking forward to an even better weekend. Today, Kent, we've got a whole mess of Maker's Mark on the bar top, and thank you for joining us
Which you know
today.
I'm happy about. I'm a fan of Makers. I got
Yes,
quite a
he
few.
is. How many bottles do you think you have of different store picks?
I was just telling Kevin, probably about 15 different ones. Probably, yeah, I like them
quite a
pretty
few.
good.
I got a good number over too.
I had to start telling
15.
myself, okay, step away from the Makers. I don't need another one.
I like them too, Ken, especially the limited editions. They come out, what is it, twice a year, I think?
Yeah.
And they're delicious. I mean, just downright delicious. So we'll get into that in just a minute. I've got a few things I'd like to talk to you about real quick if I could. One, a real important topic. We've been doing our best between Trenton and I trying to eliminate all those scammer bots that appear in the comment section of our videos, and nothing irritates me more than that. I think it says, what is it? Text me on Telegram, and one question I have for everybody: who is Tim? Who's Tim?
Spirit of the Cocktail, is that who Tim is? I thought that's who they were talking about at first.
Well, it says Tim, Kurt, Trenton on the bot thing. But anyways, go ahead, Trenton. You got the stage. You know more about that stuff than I do. I will say this before Trenton explains it to you: we will never give away anything in the comment sections of our videos, okay? Never. So if you ever see anything like that, hey, you won from SLB, that's a scam. We only do our giveaways on our live shows and things like that. We will not ever do it in the comment section of our videos. But go ahead, Trenton. You got the explanation.
The name of the accounts always show up as Kurt, Trenton, Tim, or some variation. Our name is SLB Drinks is the name of the YouTube account, and we'll have a verified check mark next to the name if we are commenting on your comment. But unfortunately, we don't have happy 23s to give away. I mean, I wish we did, but that's just not the case.
Yeah, we won't do it anyways, right, Trenton? We're never going to give anything away in the comment section. We apologize for that, but we're doing the best we can to keep up with it. And I will tell you this: it's just not our channel; it's happening on others as well. And I don't know if any of you folks has noticed that there was actually a few of them on there with It's Bourbon Night on there too as well. So their logo and the whole 9 yards. So please, please, please stay away from that. Second thing, my wife and I, we were on vacation last week in Arizona, and we had our very first pop-up meet and greet. What I mean by that, through the year, every once in a while in our travels, when our time allows, our schedule allows, we're going to be somewhere for a couple of hours. In Arizona, we were able to be at Trevor's Liquor, a fantastic spot.
Place looked cool.
Oh my, what amazing, Ken. It had a liquor store. It had a bar right next to it.
Yeah, it looked really cool.
Had some real wood fire pizza there. It had a cigar lounge that my wife just loved.
Yeah,
right,
I
honey?
bet.
No, she took 2 steps in and ran out, I think.
Did you smoke a cigar?
Oh, no, I didn't. I was able to stay in there a little bit just to hear the conversation about it. They actually had golf simulators there too, Kent.
Man.
Yeah, they had it all. So we were there for a couple hours. We were able to meet 25 folks.
That's cool.
Here's the thing. I'm going to announce it on our Patreon. So if you're a member of Patreon, you will see those announcements. Other than that, I'm only going to announce it on Facebook or Instagram. So if you want to see where we're at, and we'll probably do a few of these. We've got some organized stuff we're working on with our patrons, but this is just going to be a informal get-together. If we're in a liquor store or we're somewhere we're going to be for a couple hours. If you want to come by and say hello, we'd love to see you and we'd love to meet you. So be on Facebook or Instagram if you're not on Patreon, and then you'll get those notifications.
Real quick, I just saw something come through about any new merch soon. We did just get 3 new hats, and Kent is actually wearing one of them.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
It was a Richardson 112. I guess that's like a big thing in the trucker. I didn't know anything about hats.
Well, when you said that, you acted like I would know. I've
I
never
thought you
heard
might
that
have.
before, but what I will say, this is the style of hat I always wear, and I think is pretty popular, as a whole.
Yeah.
But no, this was This is a really nice hat. Fits great, even on my big noggin. So
We got a
nice
nice,
hat.
a real leather patch on the front. It's sewn in. It looks really nice. We have 3 different styles available on our website right now, slbdrinks.com. And then I have to point this out because I know she loves being put on the spot. Michelle is here again. She wasn't last month.
Hi.
We're happy that you are here.
I'm glad to be back.
That's for sure. While we're doing that, Trent, we might as well get into the introductions of who's here. We got a house full tonight. We got a lot of people. Reason being, a lot of the folks here are going to be working on our Bourbon Madness tournament. Trent and I will have zero idea what 16 bottles are even in the tournament.
My brother was
At
complaining to me earlier today about it. He was, I don't know, Trenton thinks it's important, so I guess I'm not going to know anything.
And I say that only because I'm a little anal. Do you think I'm a little anal sometimes, Trenton?
Yeah.
So I just like, so they're going to be working on what bottles are selected and seeding those bottles for the tournament. Now, I will tell you
I'm going
this.
to help you guys here afterwards.
I will tell you this.
My picks. Sorry.
You're good. Through our patron live stream, they were very, very good in helping us decide what to do. This year's tournament's going to be based around cast strength, barrel proof type bourbons. So that's what we're going to be doing for Bourbon Madness. So here tonight, of course, is my brother Kent. Thanks for coming. My good friend Justin. Thanks for being here, buddy. And we got Kevin and his lovely wife Morgan. Thanks so much for being here. Bueller's back there. How you doing, Walker? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm
All right, man. Thanks for driving all the way up here
Good
to
to
be
meet
with
you,
us. Good to see you, buddy. And I think, is Jay still coming?
Yeah.
Trent?
Yeah, he'll be
You
here
said-
at 9.
Jay Hoots is running a little late, but he'll be here eventually as well.
3 seconds.
And as usual, we have the normal crew. My beautiful wife is here. Trenton's back there running the show, and Michelle is the expertise on the chat. So she's doing her best to keep up with everybody. So that's who's here. So what do you got, Trenton, before I get into the introduction of what we have on the bar top?
We have a new mic, so bear with us as we figure out if people can hear us or not. But Michelle's going to read comments from now on, or not comments, donations. So we have 2 before we start, and then we can clear off and get started.
Awesome.
We have $20 from Dwayne Ash. Hello from Dothan, Alabama. Thank you. Hello. We have one more. Oh, Lonoma94. I've seen the name several times. $20. Always enjoy the great content. I see the name. I said the name, but I always say it wrong. And then Will T, $5. Hello from the Georgia coast. Ooh, that sounds wonderful.
It does. All right. We got a lot up here, Kent.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can make it through this without a piece of pizza, so we'll find out.
Well, I was thinking that
Kevin,
when
if I
you
give you
said,
some eyebrow, if I give you something, I might need a piece of pizza.
when you said,
Eat your bread.
Yeah. I should be ready to go, but
All right.
you never know. So what we got up here, Kent? We've got the SAE 4 PR5 2020 release. We have the FAE 01 2022. FAE 02, that's a 2022 too, right, Kent?
no,
Those were both 21.
21.
I apologize. These
Yeah,
are 21s?
yeah.
My bad. Okay, that's 21. 21. Was this 20 over here, honey? It says the dates on the front. This
Yeah.
would be the Maker's Mark. Now, this we put in for a dark horse.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we do
Well-
with this one. This is just the Maker's 46 cast strength. We'll
You
see
see
where
us
that
with our
lands.
glasses on. I
Yeah.
told my brother that I had a 2019, but I looked at my lineup downstairs when I didn't have my glasses on, and I was incorrect. So now we have which I think is a good idea
I think
anyway,
it's
to
a
see
great
where
idea.
it fares in there.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
I like
Let's
it.
We put it into big boys and see
I
what
like it,
happens,
yeah.
right? So these must be the 2022s, and I was mistaken over here, right?
Right, the BRT01
Okay.
and BRT02
Okay.
from this year,
All
or
right.
this past year.
So that's what we have up here. We have 6 glasses, and we've got to figure out our worst to first. So let's get these off to the side so they're out of the way. That ought to be fun.
Trent, you gotta start labeling the back of the bottles so we can.
They actually have, they do have labels on the
Yeah,
back,
just not the year.
just not the years. That's why he was checking the year. But yeah, that's not a bad idea, Justin.
for sure in big letters,
Bold font. If you see
without question. Big bold font.
We might have gotten a faulty mic. Michelle's going to put her mouth on it and talk. So if you can let us know if it works.
Good luck with that.
Wow.
Good luck with that.
This is a family show. Matthew White, $20. Love all things makers. Can't wait for this. Thanks, Matthew. Matthew Fishman,
So these,
Yeah.
$20. Gas money for Walker to
A,
get
B,
back
C,
home.
D, E, F.
Jacob Jam 0715, $5. Thank you. And oh shoot, a couple more. Hogjaw, $20. Howdy from the San Antonio Rodeo. Oh, get on down to Still Austin. I would love that.
I would love to go to Austin. Me and Carrie have had that on our list for a while. Heard a lot of good things about Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas is a fun trip.
$20 from the Lawnmower Detective. Cheers from Southern Indiana.
Thank
all
you, man.
rock. That's
Thank
a
you.
great name.
I appreciate it.
And $5 from James Borman. Oh, and $1 from Matthew Peach.
All
Thanks,
right.
guys.
Appreciate it all. Thank you so much. Babe, we are lettered from A to, boy, all the way to F.
F.
Holy cow, babe. I don't know if I can remember all that. Right to left. A, F. Okay. Good luck. So
Well, I'm
gonna
sure
start
she'll
with-
keep track of us here.
we'll start with A and see what happens. See how we get through this.
Leslie says she's
But
still
that's-
waiting for the milk blind.
You know what? She says it all the time, too.
Does she?
And Leslie, let me tell you something. My wife and I has already talked about it, and it will happen. My wife and I, we already have some of a lineup, don't we, honey? So, and I think we're planning on that on April Fools, aren't we, Trent? April, 1st of April?
Yeah. Well, you can't. Yeah. You're giving too much away
Oh,
here.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Well, you put an old man behind the camera, you just keep
Yeah, we gotta
rambling on.
Remember when we were growing up, the goat milk from the neighbors? You throwing that in there?
I hope not.
I hope not too.
I hope not.
Was it still warm?
It was
Oh,
rough.
Lord.
It was rough. I won't go into too much detail, but it was pretty rough.
I wouldn't remember that if you wouldn't have said it.
Yeah, you might find a hair in there once in a while. It was rough,
Nasty.
but anyway, nutritious. I'm sure.
I'll bet your dad drank it, though, for sure.
Oh yeah, he was drinking it. Yeah.
For positive. Man, this is like pure Maker's Mark gold on the nose.
Vanilla caramel.
Wonderful.
I know.
It's got that light, real soft profile.
And with your Matt Madness going on, Carrie my wife will taste everything and talk about it, whatever. She doesn't want a full glass of it, but she always picks out the Makers. Always.
Does she really? I can see why.
Every single time.
Well, I shouldn't say that. Why should I say I can see why? I don't pick anything
How
out
many
right.
points you got?
I'm just going to keep my mouth shut on that one.
See, I can talk crap because I'm not on that segment.
Oh,
Well, as you know, Trenton's good at it. I mean, he's
he is.
good
He
at
is.
it. And he likes to talk that he's good at it. So,
No, I don't. I'm not good with makers though. I got to work on picking up weeded bourbons.
See, even Carrie can pick these out.
a little softer on the palate. That's beautiful.
Well, it is.
I mean, I don't know what to say, but it's just
It is.
beautiful stuff.
And the problem is, like usual on the live shows, because you guys always have a lineup of great bottles, it's going to be hard because guarantee you there's not a bad one in there.
It's just wonderful. Like you said, a little caramel, a little vanilla. I get a little cherry out of that too.
Well, typically, I always felt with Makers, it's a standard you're going to get vanilla and caramel. I think that's just a given with Makers, but typically I get a dark fruit on a lot of them. And really where the variants come into play is how much oak is in the different ones. To me, that's what is the difference between each Makers that I have. Some have too much oak, not enough oak, just right oak. It's
Sure.
the oak amount that I think changes bottle to bottle.
Sure. The 2022s really have a distinctive. I thought they bumped them up a little bit in 2022. I don't know what y'all think, but I thought they were really good.
We have $15 from Brandon Atwood. Hello from Virginia Beach, Virginia. That's awesome. Thanks, Brandon. $10 from Leslie Lockett with a spinning little hippo in an office chair. Super cute. Hi, Leslie. Glad to see you here. Mrs. Salty Lettuce, $5.
Oh, hi,
Love
Mrs.
you
Salty.
guys. Hey,
How are ya?
guys. Thank you. Is Mr. Salty Lettuce here?
Yeah, keep going.
What? Keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more. Hi. Stone Cold Steve Stocks. Hoosiers. Cheers from Fishers. Look forward to these every month. $5. Thank you.
Tell Trent that way.
There's Salty Lettuce. $20. Love SLB. Nice hat. Thanks, Salty Lettuce.
He picked one up.
Oh, we did?
Yep.
Awesome. And the last one I see here is bourbon and sweet tarts. Why do I feel like
Give them a reward.
Trenton,
I feel like it?
Trenton, I had a comment the other day, and a legitimate question. Can you please tell me how Trenton gets sweet tarts on bourbon? Honestly, I really want to know.
I should do like a master class or something. I think.
You should.
Bourbon and sweet
You
sweet
should.
tarts gave us $20 and says, "I'm glad Rebecca and Michelle are there to keep the boys in line." Glad you're back, Michelle. I'm glad to be back here.
Yep.
I'm
Somebody
not
needs
sure
to keep
how
us in line.
much we're keeping them in line though.
I never step out of line.
Oh. All right, that glass number B. Trenton, if I get any of these right, do I get a point?
No.
Shame.
This you get free. This is free
Well-
practice for you right now.
We'll put it this way. I pointed at my notes, and then he pointed at his. We wrote the exact same thing for this one.
We'll see.
On what it is.
Don't say it.
And hopefully
see.
we're both right.
Let's just say B didn't measure up to A. Let's
No,
just say that.
it definitely
was
did.
good,
It definitely did.
but it didn't measure up to the goodness
flavor.
of A, the flavor profile, and it seemed a tiny bit harsh on the palate too,
yeah.
comparably speaking.
I have more heat and bite.
There you go. So
And,
comparably speaking to
than
to the
flavor.
first one. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally agree. C. Ooh.
Now, see, this one I think has the big flavors of this, but I'm smelling a little bit of that oak that I think will come through on it. If
You
it
get-
comes through the same way.
Did you get like a powdered sugar? Some kind of a light sugar type thing in there?
Sugary.
Yeah.
It's sweet. It's a sweet smell, but I'm getting a bite
Yeah.
of oak.
Yeah. No, I'm with you there.
Matt Deeroff, $5. Great work, guys. Cheers from Michigan. Oh, hey, Michigan, represent. Thank
We go up
you.
to Michigan all the time. Love Michigan.
I know, it's awesome, right? I was raised there. Brian Darlin, $20. You are amazing. Thank you, Brian. Ah, the lumber detective.
Is there a bottle up here that you're rooting for?
Follow through with the nose. At the,
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Is there a bottle up there that you're really rooting for out of all 6 of them?
No, but you remember, Trenton, one of these, and I you know me, my memory's not the greatest, but one of the FAEs was our favorite bottle of 2021, I believe. So I'm very curious to see how that comes into play.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it
Yeah,
was
somebody will
FAE
remember.
I think it was FAEO2,
Two,
if
yeah.
I remember correctly.
One of them was,
Yeah.
yeah.
I see a bunch of Sweet Tarts comments. If you work for Sweet Tarts, hit me up. We might be able to work something out.
Speaking of sweet tarts, the last trip we did, Trenton had a bag of chewy sweet tarts,
Oh, yeah.
and he gave me a handful, and I had to buy a bag. I went right to the little gift shop and bought a bag. They were pretty
Yep.
good. I'm not gonna lie.
Those are ridiculous.
I was eating those the entire trip, and we were gone for 4 days.
Yeah, they were good.
That was pretty good too, but I don't think it measured up to A. I shouldn't be talking so much, but that's just my opinion. But it was really good. It lended towards the nose with your oaky note.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
I like deeper sugar type
And
note
that's just,
to me.
I think more than not, that's what varies the most in a maker's.
Yeah. So I'm going to move on to D. Ooh, that's a good one.
Sorry, I'm behind.
You're all right. All those detailed notes. Between you and Trenton, I taste with you guys, and you guys are like the detailed masters.
Oh, you're not keeping track of me. I was grabbing the wrong
Uh-oh.
glass there.
Don't do that again. This is a wonderful nose, too. Boy, all the sweetness there. It's lighter oak. It's not deep caramel and stuff. It's not brown sugar. It's like a light sugary, like a caramelized sugar, you know,
Yeah, I think
with a little bit of a strawberry type
A
lighter
had the
fruit
most
note.
caramel so far.
Yes. Yeah.
We got $5 from Brandon Glass. Cheers from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Thank you, Brandon. And then we had Matthew Peach donate again. He says, "Cheers from ASW Distillery." We just did a
wow,
barrel pick
yeah.
with ASW. That dropped today on Patreon.
And I haven't had a chance to try that, but the fiddler that you guys got me on one of your travels,
Yeah.
wow, is that
that's
a good bottle,
the
man.
Total Wine. The Total Wine
Such a
store
good
pick.
bottle.
Believe it or not, our pick is better.
Well,
Hard to believe, right?
Well, you helped pick it.
I know.
Okay.
I was going to throw that in there.
Yep. You
But
helped
yeah,
pick it.
I'm looking for. I guess I did try it, but not since it's been bottled. Let's put it that
No,
way.
no. It's back there if you want to try it later.
That's
little
one
sample.
to try,
Yeah.
right?
Sample of it.
Which one?
I don't know, Kent. That one was a little bit odd for me. The nose, I love the nose. The palate was good, but comparably to the nose, I really love the nose.
Yeah.
We have $20 from Tim Fapiano. Thank you.
Still good.
Thank you, Tim.
Still good.
EJ $5. Cheers from the left coast. Grabbed the ASW today and maybe some others from them while I was there. Cheers. That's awesome.
Good. Good for you.
Yeah.
Hope you love it. Really do.
Absolutely. We also have $10 from Jimmy Huff. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen, from the great state of South Carolina. Thanks, Jimmy. Josh Ellis, $10. Nice to hear Michelle back in the basement bourbon bar. Oh, thanks. Happy Friday, everyone. It feels good to be back.
Sorry, Michelle.
No, you're good.
What I did like about that one
Yeah.
is the mouthfeel. Mouthfeel was great.
Yeah, I find that in a lot of these limited editions for Maker's Mark. Really nice and viscous bourbons.
Yeah, that one just felt good. You know.
Yes, it did.
Does it taste like pencil shavings? The lawnmower detective wants to know.
I haven't got any pencil shavings
No, I
yet. Have you,
haven't
Kent?
got- no.
Or sweet tarts per se.
I'll get up there. and
But
try
we're
it
not.
soon.
I was gonna say we're not on Trenton's level, so we're
Well-
aspiring to his level. We're trying. We're trying to work at it.
Not everybody
I
can
don't
be
know
a
if,
bourbon sommelier.
I don't know
My lord.
if you've tasted this one yet, but you know what I'm getting? You know the crust inside PVC pipe?
I do.
Oh man, what was that all about anyway? You have no idea how hard it is to stand here during a videotaping and listen to that and go,
Well, I was
"Okay,
literally...
what do I say with that? What do I do? Where do I go with that, Justin? What do I do?"
That was the first time you literally just went...
I mean, I just don't know. You know, sometimes I try to rebound
Well,
a little bit. And
I was
don't
watching
know.
that video, and well, Kevin at work. I was in my office, had a little break at lunch. I usually
Yeah.
watch something when I'm eating, you know.
Right.
So I'm watching the video, and I went, "What?" When he said that.
True.
So I walked back to Kevin's office. I'm like, "You got to check this one out."
It was a good one. It was different.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's for sure. God, this is really nice too,
So
Ken.
the next video you make where you have the different things up on the
Wow.
bar top.
That's totally different than the first four.
You gotta have a crusty PVC pipe.
To me,
up there.
that's totally different than the first four.
I can cut that out of the wall.
That's almost like a
We have a lot of.
minute.
Don't give me a sawzall. I'll cut anything out. No problem.
So good, buddy.
He's not wrong. We have $50 from Soul's Bourbon Family. Thank you for all that you do. We love you guys. Come to San Francisco. YOLO. Thank you.
Don't say it.
$50. Yeah, that's YOLO.
That was funny too.
I did.
Robert. Oh, no. Robert Labar. His name has parentheses with bourbon and pie next to it. $10. I'm a huge fan of the BRTO2. It's Cocoa Bomb that probably goes great with pie.
man, that-
Also, when is your next bourbon and pie
I
pairing?
know what he's talking about.
Never.
That BR202 is really sweet. It's really nice. That cocoa bomb. He's not lying there.
No.
He wants another pie episode, I think.
You never know. There might be a time when I come down here that Kurt wants to do another pie one. I wasn't even consulted on this video idea. I was just tossed in front of a couple pieces of pie and told to eat them. It was borderline
We'll see
cruelty,
if
but
I'm right on that.
Don Morton, $5. Hi, all.
Hi, Don.
Hi, all SLB family. I'm curious where in Michigan Michelle is from. I am in the suburbs of Detroit. Cheers, all. I, too, was in Detroit proper and then the suburbs of Detroit and now here in Indiana.
Bottle and Bond Don. Well, for me, Kent, E was up there with the top couple or so that I've tasted. For me.
Right now, I just wrote it down. I got it at number 2
Okay.
right now.
Yeah, I when I go
But
through
that's
this,
the most unique out of them. So
Yeah.
that's different to me than the first four.
when I have
completely
6 on the bar top, I really don't get them in 1, 2s yet. I kind of group them
I
to
got
where
you.
I know which ones I'm going
I
to
got you.
pull out first. But it's definitely in that top 3
Well,
for sure.
And I'm like that a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
1 and 2 to me was so far was obvious what my 1 and 2 is. So
Yeah, and I'm sure you're going to say A.
it's up there. It's up there.
So
sorry,
I had to take another drink of that one.
you're being stealthy.
now it's gone, but we did pass 1,000 viewers for I think the second time ever.
But you know what? You know, you all are just amazing people. You really, I get dumbfounded all the time, and I just so humbled, but yet so proud of the community that we have at SLB Drinks. And you know, Trenton and I and Kent's here on our live shows and other things that we do, and Justin's been up here with me a time, and you know, everybody, we all just pitch in and we do what we do. There's no falsehoods here. It's who we are. We kind of shoot from the hip, and we always just have one rule. We got to have fun, you know, and we just got to have fun. Well, there's a couple other little rules, but I have to give them to Trenton so he keeps in line.
I get pretty amazed by all of it too, because I'm like, there's really that many people watching my brother?
And that doesn't surprise me at all. I'm with you there. I'm kind of shocked by that, to tell you the truth. I really am. This is fabulous. Trenton, I'm guessing one from the nose.
I have a backlog of
Yeah, we got a backlog
donations
Yeah,
here.
go ahead.
Feel free.
Curtis Durham, I'm sorry, $10. Just wondering how Trenton knows what a passenger seat of a Tahoe tastes like. Yeah, Trenton, you have some explaining to do.
Well, let's get real here.
Let's
When,
get-
when you're the one and only bourbon sommelier, you really have to.
You just had to say it twice, even. You
Yeah.
just had to go there twice.
You have to really go above and beyond to find different tasting notes.
Gee.
And I'm not going to go into the specifics on how I came up with that one, but
Probably because I had a Tahoe back
You
in the day
did.
when you were a kid, and you probably licked it.
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
That would
either.
not surprise me one bit.
I could see
so-
Trent going, I wonder what a seat tastes like.
And he probably remembered all the way from back. He probably remembered.
wrong.
Yeah, I remembered when I licked the back seat of his Tahoe.
That's
Yeah.
happened more recently than it should have.
I was trying to see what the front seat of a pickup truck tasted like.
Oh my god.
So I had to, yeah. We'll leave it at that.
$10 from Melinda Day. Cheers from Green Bay, Wisconsin. My husband Otis and I love watching SLB.
Thank you.
Aw, thanks Melinda and Otis. $5 from Brian V. Are you guys interested in trying St. Augustine
so good,
bourbons if
Ken.
I send them?
Holy fuck.
Love your channel and you're helping me learn a lot. Would we be interested in trying that? St. Augustine?
Do you have St. Augustine stuff, Kurt?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I tried it. No, that was Frank August that we tried in Arizona. My apologies. But I do not have any St. Augustine.
Brian V says he might send them if we'd be
Brian.
interested in trying them.
Brian, we'd be interested if you want to shoot me an email slbdrinks@gmail.com. I'll let you know how we can get that. Thank you.
Thanks, Brian. Scott Kroos, $5 blind sweet tart tasting next. Yes.
I could easily pick out all the flavors.
They all taste the same.
No, they don't. They're different.
Okay, well, here's the thing. When Trenton had him down here, we did that tasting show. I grabbed a few of them, threw in my mouth. He goes, whoa, wait. You're doing it wrong. You got to have all of them the same color. I said, you cannot tell the color. Oh, yes, you can. You can.
Listen, as a candy sommelier,
Oh my.
I'm
you
gonna.
can tell the difference.
I'm wearing my boots down here next time. Getting deep.
That's a fact. All right, Ken, I can retaste and retaste, but we got to at least pull out two.
I can do that real easily for me.
All right, honey,
The
you ready
other
for
ones
this?
get a little complicated, but my last two are
Did
ready.
you find the very old Barton in there?
that you snuck in on me? Sure, thanks, man. Appreciate that. My wife Rebecca has the key to all this. None of us know but her. Nobody knows. Trenton doesn't even know. Nobody knows.
I'm looking at the key right now.
Stop looking at stuff. You got to know everything, don't you? Why? Why do you got to know? All right, honey. So you ready? Write this down.
I'm ready.
I think Kent, you and I are in the same agreement that B goes out first. Is that what you have or no for last place?
B?
Yeah.
No.
Well, this ought to be interesting.
We're already.
Well, let's go. Let's see what you got then.
No. I was on C.
Okay.
I was on C out first, but
All right.
I feel like things just got serious.
No, I'm going to stick with what
did you
I got.
notice the quietness? He's like,
You can hear a pin dropping.
No, I'm just trying to get in Kent's head here to figure out where he's coming from.
Well,
because when Kent and I taste, we're
typically pretty close.
pretty close.
Pretty
Yeah,
close.
we really are. So I'm just trying to get in his head and see what he's thinking.
Well, I think And I'm gonna taste this. I already tasted that one again.
Sure.
And I'll see if my notes
Yeah.
stay true in my head. But
yeah, and I'm not trying to sway you either way. I was just curious when you said that. That's all.
and you know what? Probably what the flip is on this, because I'll bet you our bottom two are the same.
They are.
But probably the reason it's flipped is because I think there's too much oak coming through on that one.
And you said that when you first
And-
tasted it.
And you're kind of an oak kind of guy.
I kind of like it a little bit, as long as it's not like a rancid, really old.
Well, it's not rancid.
No,
I just
no.
think it is a little more than what I would like to see.
Yeah, my
That's
Elijah Craig 18 year, the 2000, what is it, 19 release. You have the same bottle. Remember, I looked at it when I was down at
Oh,
Caleb's.
that's a bad oak.
That's
a bad
a
oak.
rancid bad oak, man.
That's a bad
I was down at his.
It's unfortunate.
I was down at Caleb's wedding party we had for his son, and I got excited because I said, "Oh, you got Elijah Craig 18?" He goes, "Yeah, it's over there, but it's no good." So I walked over. It's the same year I have, because mine. I don't think mine's very good either. But I know,
Yeah.
I know different releases are different. So I'm
Yeah, but
curious to see if there's other ones that are better. We'll get to that at some point.
I think that's why, though.
But I do. You're right, though. I do, and Trenton kind of goes against me on that too with the oaky. A little bit of the oaky.
You like
that
more
I-
oak than
Yeah.
we do.
Go. So, anyways,
But it's
I'm
not a
gonna-
bad oak at all.
Yeah, honey, I know you're looking at me like, let's get it on. So
All
go
right.
ahead, stick with yours. Can't tell her what you got. For the bottom two.
Well, the bottom one obviously is C. The second one I would have pulled out is B.
Yeah. Okay. You know, honey, these kids these days.
You gotta work on those innuendos, pal.
Yeah, no, they're good. Older people know. They know. They know.
Who knows?
Just move it along and move it along.
Too bad
So,
I
Kurt, what is your sixth place?
thank you, honey, for bringing that through. My sixth place is B, and my fifth place is C. So Kent's right.
So we just flipped the two.
Yeah, that's all.
And the other one, I just thought there was a heat and bite there that covered up
Okay,
the true flavor.
I'm with you.
I think the flavors were light because of the heat and the bite. And I'm not even saying it's that big of a proof necessarily compared to the rest of them or anything like that.
Sure.
It just definitely had more bite.
Yeah.
And it kind of covered up the fullness of flavors compared to the other ones.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm good with that. I had a feeling our bottom two would be the same, but they are the bottom two, but we're
Yeah,
just flopped a little bit
that.
there. That's all. Not a big
And they
deal.
make sense with the oak. I mean,
That
you
does.
lean more towards that than
That's
I
true.
do.
That is true.
We got a lot of donations to read through here.
We
Go
have
ahead.
Primal Sear with rubs and suds. Hey, $10. Cheers, everyone. Keep the great content coming. Glad to see you here, Primal Sear.
Have we looked at his channel? Is he like barbecuing in a bathtub? Is that where the name comes from?
With
What is
rubs
it?
and suds.
The Primal Sear with rubs and suds.
Suds probably means beer.
Oh, why did my mind go straight to a bathtub?
I don't
That's
know.
probably a
It's a bubble
tasting
bath.
note you have. That's probably a tasting note you have.
I'll have a bubble bath note.
Yeah,
here soon.
that'll be coming up sometime soon.
The
That
line
wouldn't
build up
surprise.
on the tub spout.
Sure,
Yeah.
that's coming.
Brian Darlin, $2. I love you guys from Churubusco, Indiana. Where's that?
Churubusco, it's over by Fort Wayne.
Churubusco?
Thanks,
All
Justin.
right.
Never even heard of
I
it.
lived there for about 6 months.
Oh,
No
okay.
way.
Yeah.
Okay.
World
cool.
traveler over here.
Thank you,
All right.
Brian. We love you too.
How you doing, Jay? Good to see you,
Jay's
buddy.
here in the
Hey.
basement.
Way to show up, buddy.
Hey, I made it.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I just lost my place. Now I gotta scroll back up. Okay. Oh, Barter Hordes, $50. Thank you. It's great to see the whole family together tonight. YOLO, Kurt.
See, he knows where I'm coming from.
Yes.
Him and I are, I'm sure, close to the same. Barter knows. He knows.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah, you're getting close.
Me neither.
You're getting close. No.
We'll
you
get
never
there
will.
someday, right?
You
Someday.
never will. You never will, honey.
We have
You start with A again? What are you doing? Or do you want to start with the other end?
I stay the other end.
All right.
Flip it up.
I saw your eyes and I thought,
Yeah.
yep, you're right. So we're going to start with F on the way back.
We have $10 from Phil Billy. Here's for Trenton's next haircut. Love you guys. Actually,
I just got a banging haircut today.
He
and I'll
did.
I'll get on and show you here in a
He
little while.
did.
It looks
although
real good.
his headphones are messing it up right now, but
And Phil Billy, I actually have a friend of me and my son's, a really good friend that we call Phil Billy, that lives in Wanatah, Indiana here, a small little town, and he's got a beard about down to here, hence the and the bibs that he wears all the time.
wears
He's
the
Phil
bib.
Billy. Yep.
That's awesome. We have $20 from James B. Pencil shavings, cardboard, model glue. Trent's training for Matt Madness by cruising the craft aisle in Hobby Lobby. Good luck in your next round, bud.
I'm more of a Michaels guy, but I can see what you're going for, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he doesn't have glue notes because I'm sure he ate some glue back in the day.
Yeah,
Some Elmers.
we might have some stories there.
Did I?
That one, Kent, is darker than the other ones. You know, has a little darker presence, some brown sugar.
I agree.
It's nice. It's really nice.
We have $5 from Dan Call. Thank you. Mrs. Old Tractor Garage, $20. Work at 4 a.m., so I'll have to catch up on the rest tomorrow. Good night.
Oh,
good
4
night.
sorry
a.m.
about
is
that.
a gross hour. I'm sorry.
Hope you have a good day at work tomorrow.
Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, the name escapes me, but we should have somebody from across the pond on our live stream tonight.
If you're
UK, England, something.
Is he just waking up?
No, it's
Or
too.
is
He
it-
said he's ready. He's got his bottle ready. He messaged me. I apologize.
No, I mean waking up time wise. Like in the morning or something?
it's 2 a.m.
Okay.
I wish I could remember. I must remember there, but he showed me the bottle he was going to be sipping on and everything for the live show. If you're there, let Michelle know.
Do you remember what he was drinking?
No, sir, I don't. I apologize.
Put you on the spot there. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I answer about 30, 40 messages a day, so I don't know. I was just impressed that somebody's going to stay up till 2 a.m.
that's
to
awesome.
join
that's
us.
awesome.
It's very kind and very nice of you.
Going to E.
Gotcha.
We have $20 from Top Jimmy, SLB Quintessential Aroma Kit, Sweet Tarts, Pencil Shavings, and Expo Marker.
I'll get one on the store here soon.
Yeah.
Thanks for the idea, Jim.
It's a good one.
See, this is the one that's different than every other one.
In a good way.
Well,
You might have to pour Kent a little
obviously I
more.
like that one.
It's so good. Well, I'm pacing myself, so I don't have to have pizza. So if you need some of mine,
Okay.
let me know. Kent's a pro. He has no problem. So that's so good, Kent. It's
That is
just
good.
so good.
And it stands
I
out
love
with all of them.
Yeah,
I mean,
love
it's
that one.
completely different.
It's just so well rounded, so balanced. The flavors are just.
That being said, that's another one I'm putting a guess out there on. I'll wait and see if I'm right to see if I challenge Trent one of these days.
You should probably do a better job than me.
We have $2 from Matthew Shelp. Love what you guys do. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
Glad you're here. Oh, cheers from Arkansas from Gordy with a $5 donation.
I read that as Arkansas. I need to get it together.
I mean, technically, I guess it could be pronounced that way if you can't read.
But if it's Kansas, and then you have, why isn't it Arkansas? Why is it Arkansas?
I mean, you know.
That always threw me for a loop.
These are
Like
good
I'm not
questions.
the brightest bulb in the lighting aisle at Lowe's, but you know,
Speaking of, Matt
Do you even
Reese
go to
wants-
Lowe's? Honestly, do you go to Lowe's?
Yeah.
Lowe's is
That's
my
your
store.
place.
is your
Oh,
jam?
yeah.
Okay, I just making sure. I know you go to one of them quite a bit, and I didn't know if it was Lowe's.
I should work for Lowe's.
You
at
should.
This point. If
You should.
If you're at Lowe's corporate,
Oh my gosh. Matt Reese wants to know, Trenton, did you ever get your stuck tongue to a... Oh my gosh. Did I just have a stroke? Trenton, did you ever get your tongue stuck to a pole in the winter?
I didn't go full Christmas story. Any time in my life, I don't think. I have almost done it. Don't get me wrong. I don't think I've legit gotten my tongue stuck on the frozen pole though.
Challenge accepted. That's
Maybe.
what I'm hearing.
Yeah, maybe we'll have like a short come up soon when my tongue is stuck on a pole somewhere.
And it needs to actually get pulled up.
Good too, Ken.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Oh,
man.
$10
yeah.
from Josh
don't know.
Ellis.
I don't know what to
1,000
do.
viewers. Here's 1 penny for each viewer. Oh, thanks, Josh.
Walker, you're in the basement. Why did you donate?
We have $5 from Walker Hall. SLB is gas.
Thanks for helping pay for the
Thank
pizza,
you.
Walker.
Thanks, Walker.
Love you, buddy.
Literally 10 feet behind me.
Hey, how long are you here, Walker?
Tonight.
Just tonight?
Yeah.
Man, I was hoping to get pizza at my house tomorrow.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Ken, I'm going to have a real hard time with these last three. I don't know. This is where it gets hard for me when you have this good of a
there's- yeah, so
selection.
good, yeah.
What do you push out next?
Yeah, right.
I just don't
And-
know yet.
it's cool to do these with a whole maker's lineup of
Yeah.
good bottles and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but it also makes it difficult because
It does.
there's not like a night and day difference
It
between
isn't.
all these.
And
There's
that's what-
subtle differences.
Yeah, it's hard for us on these live streams because we usually pick bottles that are just top notch all the way across.
Why do you think I show up?
It's
It's a good night to be here.
Nobody ever called him stupid, that's for sure.
Danny Taylor wants to know, did Trenton learn the word sommelier today?
I think he did, actually. I think so. I think he looked it up. He probably heard it on the radio and,
No,
practiced it a few times.
I have like the dictionary app on my phone, and that was the word of the day. So figured I'd
Nice.
sprinkle it. I try and sprinkle those words in
Okay.
so that I can work on my
Sure.
vocabulary.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, Dave
Sounds like him, doesn't it?
Vogelsang, sorry, I destroyed that, wants you to spell it. So,
Well, he spelled it for me.
yeah, but close your eyes and try it. No, don't. $2 from Daniel Lynn. Cheers from South Carolina. I wish I had your setup. Aw. Well, thank you, Daniel.
I wish I had it set up.
Yeah, we're glad you're here. John F. Kennedy wants to know, when will March Madness begin?
Bourbon March. I don't know about March Madness, but Bourbon Madness are the first. We're gonna do a video kind of explaining what it is. Sorry, I need to put my mouth closer to the mic. We're gonna do a video explaining what it is and what the prizes are gonna be and what bottles are in it. Actually, Kurt and I won't know what the bottles are. But I'll have to have Michelle edit that video. You're welcome. But the first video is gonna come out the first Friday in March. I think it's March 3rd. So I think that's next Friday. Yeah,
I think so.
Next Friday is going to be our first introductory video, and then the first challenge is going to be the following Monday.
It's going to be fun, Trenton, because I'm really curious at the end of how we differ, because we will.
Oh yeah.
Because, we don't really have the same palates, for
Yeah.
sure. Kent and I are somewhat close.
Somewhat.
You and I are kind of on the other side of the ball field, to tell you the truth, which is good. That's what makes it fun. The conversation, the discussions, difference of opinions. That's what makes it fun.
I do notice, so watching you guys, typically the bottom ones are fairly similar, but then it flip-flops like crazy the last few.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's good.
I like that.
Yeah.
Do we have the fourth?
Thank you, honey. I don't know. I love day too. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I love it. I love them.
We don't want to be here till midnight, right?
Keep them on task.
I know. My lovely wife always tries to push me to decisions because she knows things take time. And thank you for that, honey, because it needs to be done. But
Well, I numbered my notes to begin with,
yeah,
so now I'm trying to coordinate the letters.
Yeah.
So I know what I'm looking at. And I suppose I should pull these out. Not quite as old as Kurt, but I have gotten to this stage for sure.
While we're waiting, Anthony Tover has a request, Kurt. He'd like another YOLO.
YOLO.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trenton started that. When did you do that on a video? You said that on a video.
Oh, I started it.
No,
You
you
did.
did, and he said something like,
No.
don't say YOLO, right?
I did, but
Yeah.
Trenton said it. If you look back in videos, he said it
I'm sure.
at some point in time.
Somebody will probably put that video in the
He
chat.
will.
Probably.
He did.
Trent's been saying that for years.
Mark me down on that one.
But
for
thanks
sure.
for the $10 and cheers back to you from Indiana to Texas. $5 from David Ewald. Thank you.
All right, I got my next two to come out.
All right.
Go ahead,
What you
Ken.
got?
Next one out, which kills me because it's so good, is D.
That is so funny because that's mine.
No way.
I swear on my life.
Well,
Right? Look at my notes right here. Look at the.
I just said it kills me because it's so good, and that's the one that I almost drained because I kept going back trying to find something a little extra
That's
or
E.
whatever, but A, B, C, D. Hold on, make sure I'm right. Yeah. Sorry.
So it is D.
It is D.
Okay.
All right, honey, that's mine too. So.
But
you
I
know.
was
Go ahead,
looking,
Ken.
trying to find something. It's got great mellow sweetness to it, but it's mellow. Mm-hmm. The flavors are mellow. The sweetness, everything's kind of light about it, and that's the only reason. Like this would be in beer terms, this is session bourbon right here. But yeah, it's just everything's light and easy.
Splitting hairs.
Splitting hairs.
Am I right?
It's a great pour.
Splitting hairs
It's a great
for sure.
pour.
All right, I'll go
That's
next.
the only reason I said that.
I'll go next, so that way I agreed with you. my next one to pull out was D. But honey, for me, the next one to pull out for me is going to be E for me.
Not me.
I didn't think so. I had a feeling we weren't going to agree on that. And I have a feeling which one you're going to pull out, and I'll let you know if I'll be honest with you if I'm right or wrong.
F.
Okay. I was wrong. I was wrong. I thought you'd pull out A
Oh wow.
next.
Okay.
So I was wrong about that. So you're pulling out F. Wow.
Yeah. Man, it's just so hard. But yes, I am.
Okay.
You said something about brown sugar, kind of the darker, more sweetness, and I agree. But I think that's all that's there
All it carries. Okay.
to me, which is a great note.
And to me, maybe it's impressing me a lot because that's the kind of the only one on the bar top that lends towards the darker type of flavors.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not saying molasses. I'm not saying that, but like the little bit more of the deeper brown sugars, a little bit.
Deeper brown sugar, maybe a little,
Cocoa?
maybe. Yeah, cocoa. I see
Maybe.
that. Yeah, it is darker, but to me, there's a heavy sweet note, and that's it.
I can understand that.
That's
Interesting.
Why I said that.
All right. Well, this is good because we have 6 on the bar top, and that we usually only have 5.
Yeah,
So it's not surprising we have some
and
differences.
we usually
of
don't
opinion.
disagree too much to the last couple,
I know.
and we've had a couple
I know.
differences already.
I know.
So,
I know. All right, buddy.
Do you know what your last two are? Or?
These are I gotta taste them real quick. I have no
All right.
idea. Go ahead, pal.
I'm gonna have Michelle go through the rest of these donations because everybody's really awesome and we've piled up quite a bit. So
Thank
All right,
you.
we have
Much
$10.
appreciated.
Yeah, we have $10 from David Ford. Howdy from Chandler, Oklahoma.
this, Skip.
Thank you for all you do and for the great information. Cheers. Thanks, David.
I'm taking a
I've
splash
not
of
been
yours.
there. Have you?
That's
You haven't
okay.
been to Oklahoma, have
Not at
you?
all.
No,
I pulled it
I
out.
haven't either. $10. Oh no, I just lost where I was. Oh no. Hang on. I know. Wow. Okay, there we are. $10 from David Durfee. Cheers from Massachusetts. Hope to enjoy bourbon in my basement bar with kids one day too. That's the dream, man. That's the dream. And thank you. $10 from Brandon Evans. Tuning in from Salt Lake City. As always, thanks for the great content.
Never been to Utah, and I'd love to go.
Oh, I love Salt Lake City.
Kent's
Thanks,
been.
Brandon.
I've been a handful of times, and I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
I don't know about jobs or what all that kind of stuff, but visiting me, not Salt Lake. I like Salt Lake. I've been there. It's fun, but I'm talking the open. Utah is so far my favorite state I've been. I love being in the open Utah. It's a very peaceful place for me.
I love Utah. Let's see. $10 from Conrad Kostelecki. I hope that I said that right. Thank you, Conrad. Appreciate it. Glad you're here. $10 from Michael Slusser. Wondering what your thoughts are on Uncle Nearest 1856. I am liking it.
Do we have that, bud? We only have.
we put Uncle Nearest in a video. I think it was the Black Label.
It's been quite a long time ago, though.
I don't know if it's a black.
Was it?
Was it the black label or the white label?
I'd have to go back and revisit. Honestly, it's not ringing a bell too much in my head on.
Hey, Kevin.
Now that you,
Bottom shelf, right by your shin, left side is Uncle Nearest. The other way to your right. To your right and down all the way to the bottom. You can see which one it is.
so my brother's like me, evidently. There's many bottles down here, but he knows
That's
where
what-
every one
that's
of
the
them
only one I
sits.
Oh, definitely.
I'm the same way.
That's the only one I have, Trenton, right there.
The 1884.
Yeah.
And this is actually the only one I have as well,
I'd like to get more.
which I do remember liking it, but I will admit it's been probably a year since I've had it. I'll revisit that tomorrow because
Yeah. At some point, we're going to do a Tennessee whiskey show. At some point.
I do
I've
remember
accumulated
liking it.
bottles, and we just haven't got around to it. But at some point, we are going to do that.
And if they-
a great story too with Uncle
Oh yeah,
Nearest.
it's awesome. Yeah, I was just going to
For
say
sure.
that's a great story, and I'm glad it got put out there. And
Absolutely,
that's awesome.
100%.
We have $5 from Amy Owen. Love your content. Hopefully you can make it to Michigan. Cheers.
It's
I love Michigan.
Yeah, I did too, obviously, being raised there. $100 from Kevin Page. Thank you, Kevin Page. Love this tasting and this channel. Great content as always. Looking forward to Bourbon Madness.
Kevin, thank you, buddy.
Thanks,
Really
Kevin.
appreciate it.
I'd like to know what Kevin's favorite pour is, because he's very generous. We see him all the time in the live shows, but I don't know that I've ever seen him comment on what he's drinking.
That'd be curious to know too, and I don't know, maybe you guys already know this, but where's Kevin from? Because I hear his name all the time too. And,
Kevin's in Connecticut.
oh, really?
And I think he has a place up in Maine too.
I did a 4-day weekend here just a year, maybe 2 years ago with Carrie, and gosh, we enjoyed Connecticut.
The only place on the East Coast that I've been is when we did our pick at Penelope and
Yeah.
Sagamore. I'd love to go up to Maine and
Trenton, honestly, when I was
He's
a
done-
young
yeah, he's
when I was a
done
young
more.
fella your age, I did that. I went from Maine and down through those New England states. Beautiful. And the history,
Talk about some seafood and the history
the
there.
history there, the sea.
Yeah.
It's just really,
Pretty cool
really,
place.
really gorgeous.
Yeah.
I
Really
love
nice.
that kind of a trip. Adam Kaufman. Hi, Adam. $20 donation. Can't wait for the first California meetup. Hi from Silicon Valley. Hi, Adam. Thanks.
I've been there once too. And where was
Yeah.
that at?
Long Beach. We went
Long
to.
Beach.
for
Yeah,
our
I'd love to go
conference.
back and try out some different places.
I've done the California coast and it's beautiful.
Ooh,
Old
That's
Tractor
a bucket
Garage.
list for me. I haven't done.
What?
That's a bucket list for
It's
me
a
for
great
sure.
time. Old Tractor Garage, $20. The missus went to bed, but I'm still here. Love watching you guys. Ah, thanks.
Well, Trenton, as usual, this is not easy. It's just not. I made my decision. I wrote mine down. I'll let you go first. I
got
will
mine
not
too.
deviate from mine.
I didn't
We're a
write
little
it. I
different
didn't write it
anyways.
down, but
Okay.
I'm probably going to surprise you. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. You thought I was going to pull a one ago. So I'm pulling A next.
Okay. I get it. I get it.
But I will say this. That is a great pour.
It's
Whatever it
Without
is, it's a
question.
great pour.
without question. I get you.
That's a great one.
So that's your next. That'd be second place. So your first place would be E.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
So that's the only one we're quite a ways off. I'm third with
Yeah.
E. You're first.
And the reason I say that is, and I liked it in a good way, but it was so unique to the rest of them.
Okay, I can get you. Well, this may not surprise you. I had a horrible time trying to figure out what my next two are going to be because they're both so good and they're a little bit different. This one here leans more towards the brown sugars and a little bit like
for
that.
sure.
This one here reminds me of a chocolate covered cherry type,
you know,
note here.
you know what I wrote down next to that one?
Uh,
I just thought it was funny, but quintessential makers right there.
and that's true. That's true.
That's 100%
Yeah.
what you expect from makers.
Yeah. So for me, honey, I'm going to have to say my second place is F. And my first place is A. That's just me.
That's the most.
That's the hardest decision, though, right there. I love them both.
That's the most
I really do.
different we've been yet.
Yeah.
I mean, going through the lineup.
I love them
For
both.
sure.
I really do. And all of them are great.
All of them are good.
All of
yeah.
them are great.
Kevin's favorite lineup from what is potentially what is in here tonight is the Maker's BRT02, but tonight he's drinking the SLB Blue Note pick.
Oh, hey.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Well, he's not lying on the BR202. That's a fabulous pour, too. I have no idea what one these. I don't know where that's at in the lineup,
Well,
but we'll see.
I've got my guesses written down, and that's what I guessed my winner was. So we'll see if
What did you guess your winner was?
O2 BRT02.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Kurt, what's your guess?
Oh, I had B as my Maker's Mark cast strength, 46
Okay.
on B. And
I put that down for B,
let's
too.
see what else
We'll
I
see
have
if we're
wrote
right.
down here. Trenton for C. Now you're making me nervous. I gotta tell you something.
I'm gonna have Michelle finish these
For
donations
C-
before we reveal the winners.
For C, I had wrote down the 2022 first release on C. That's what I had down. It wouldn't shock me. I'm not going to put money on it because I learned on the last video that I shouldn't just throw out things and throw darts and see if it works, because that didn't work for me. But it wouldn't surprise me, Trenton, if my second place was the second release from 2022. So, but I could be dead wrong.
All right, we have $20 from Joe A. Thank you, Joe. $2 from Brian Darland again. He says, I want to see Kurt with blue hair and one eyebrow.
Yeah, it's coming. I can feel it. I can feel it. Trent's going to be laughing the whole time.
Justin
You
Odom,
don't.
Justin Odom, $5. Remember, photosynthesis for the tasting notes kit from Trenton. Always enjoying your content from Fort Worth, Texas. Oh,
What do
I
we do?
love Fort Worth.
What do we do? Just put like a leaf in the box?
Maybe.
It's not
Maybe.
the first time I've eaten a leaf.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm sure not.
Jenkins,
I'm sure.
$5 from Tim Jenkins.
Give me
Thanks,
put your
guys.
glass.
Great content. Makers cast strength 112.5 tonight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Trent will have us tasting something.
No, I lost.
I do have something for you to take.
Yeah, I knew. That's why I'm sipping lightly, brother, because usually I'm not paying attention to that through the tasting, and then you throw on a few other ones. So
These ones aren't going in the infinity bottle.
Well, he's the professional, so we're not worried about him.
$10 from the Flats Rat. Greetings from the birthplace of Chris Craft Boats. Algonac,
Oh, wow,
Michigan.
okay.
Love the channel.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love Algonac. I spent so much time
Really?
there growing up.
I love Chris Craft boats.
Chris Craft Boats are beautiful.
They are.
$10 from Matthew Cohen. Gartha from Northern Illinois. I don't know why I said that. I don't know what that means. Does that mean like hello or something? Love the content. Trent, don't forget to remind your dad you have more points with T versus K tasting challenge domination.
I don't let him forget.
Yeah.
No, he does not. That's okay though. It's
If he beats me tonight, he's going to want to change it to Kent versus Kurt.
At some point, we might have to change it up. Yeah.
NC Dorito,
Yeah.
$5. Cheers to all the guests. Jane Walker reppin'. Did you bring the smoked meat? No.
You know what I need to do is put in more scotch into these Trenton versus Kurt videos.
I don't like it,
That's
so
what
I'll
I
pick
need
it up right away.
No.
The different
Like
scotches.
4 scotches. Pick the Highland Scotch.
That's
Yeah.
like having you pick the rise.
No, but he can actually tolerate rice. You can't tolerate scotch.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Got a couple more.
Oh,
sorry.
we have a couple more. Sorry. Jay Dutton, $20. Any chance Cedar Ridge will ever grace the Basement Bourbon Bar? It's Iowa's greatest export.
Do you have Cedar Ridge? I thought you had a Cedar Ridge.
You know,
I thought you did too.
I do not. I contemplated it, Trenton. I did. Because they have a single malt that's called Quintessential.
No way.
And I almost bought it for that reason. And it was at Benny's, but I did not.
Ah.
I
Well,
apologize.
thank you, Jay. And maybe one day we'll see it down here.
Mm.
$20 from Keith Nagy. I think I said that right. Greetings from the South Carolina upstate. Thanks for getting me started on this awesome bourbon journey. Thank you. It's definitely a journey.
It is, for sure.
ST Scanlon, $5. Pick up any good bottles at Trevor's in Arizona. I was there for waste management and picked up Sagamore Rye Trevor's store pick.
Well, you know,
Oh, nice.
my wife knows every time we go to Arizona, we come back with, what, 1 or 2 bottles usually?
Yeah, right.
I think we came back
We
with...
have to bring an extra suitcase and keep it empty when we go so we can fill
Not
it up
empty.
when we leave.
There's a few things in it, but she's right. We usually come back with 5 or 6 bottles.
Well,
I usually pick up scotch and things like that because we just have terrible selections up here for that kind of stuff. It's usually different type stuff I pick up there. Actually, Trenton bought home a Laird's store pick apple brandy at about 130 proof or
I
something.
saw that. I was
Wow.
wondering what that was about.
He said it was really good.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
that's
delicious.
Yeah, I would like to see
That's just crazy. So I pick up different things like that we wouldn't see up here. That's
Well,
what I get.
the trip we did together for Sagamore and Penelope. Trenton and Michelle had to go to the store and get a suitcase.
Two suitcases. Yes. Yep. And now
It
there
happens.
are forever our pick suitcases, which will come empty.
There
every
you
time
go.
we wanna
Yeah, it
grab
happens.
Together. Yeah.
It happens.
A little problematic, but it's fine. We have 2 more that I can see anyway on here.
Okay.
We have $20 from Rob Sally. Friday night date nights with my wife.
Oh,
Bourbon
that's
and
wonderful.
the SLB family. Always
Wonderful.
a fun time with everyone.
Yeah,
Aw, thanks
wonderful.
for sharing your Friday night with us.
Yeah.
Brett Lee, $10. Thanks a lot, guys. I've spent nearly $400 in a month because of your channel. Oh no. Oh, you're from
That's
Clarkston.
it?
Congrats on YouTube success. I don't miss this show. Clarkston, Michigan. I love Clarkston. I have
Be
a friend who owns
careful.
a business there.
When I
Be
first
careful.
started, it was more than 400, and Carrie put an ixnay to that. Had to calm it down a little bit.
All right, honey, what do we got going on then? We both Kent and I, if my memory's right, honey, both Kent and I had the same last place, or no? Is that
You
switched?
flip-flop
No,
them.
flip flop
That's
the
right.
last 2. We had
I
the same
just-
last 2.
I just remembered that All right. Well, give us the last two.
Okay, so
We'll
B,
pull them out, Kent.
which was your last place.
My last place.
And Kent's fifth place.
Okay.
Was the 2020 SE4.
Wow. That shocks me. I gotta get my glasses on to read it.
Yeah, it's
Wow, the PR5 SE4. Wow, that was my last place.
and that was my second to last.
Well, I screwed that up.
Well,
I mean, I didn't screw it up. I
Yeah.
didn't guess that
Did-
right. That's shocking, isn't it, Trent?
No.
Okay, then we have C,
Okay.
which was Kent's last.
Yes.
And your fifth
Yes.
was the 2022 BRT02.
No way.
wow.
I'm shocked.
Well, we won't talk about what I thought
Huh.
my. Where are we
Well.
going this way?
It don't matter. It really doesn't matter at this point. Wow. So either way, these are our lowest two tonight. I'm surprised.
Never mind what I guessed for my top one, because that was not it.
Wow. Well, I'm thrown off.
All right, fourth place, you both picked D.
We both picked D. Okay. What did we
which
screw up that time?
Was the Maker's Mark 46 cask strength.
Well, that just goes to show you.
I don't know which way these are going, but
Yeah, that's okay.
That's perfect.
That just goes to show you, though, the Maker's Mark 46 cast strength
right in the
fared
middle of
well.
them, right
It
in the middle
fared
of
well
them.
tonight.
yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm shocked.
And Kent, that's the one you said had the muted flavor, so it's a batch. You know, it's not. It's not
Yeah, yeah, no, it
single
makes
barrel
sense, yeah.
or-
What
That's
letter
true.
was that, honey?
That's true.
It's a
The 46?
hot
Four.
production, so
I know what
it
letter?
does make sense.
It's a good point, Justin.
D.
Yeah.
D.
Okay, now
Okay, go ahead.
third for you was Kent's first.
Hmm.
So, are we doing that one?
Sure.
Which was E, and that was the 2021 FAE02.
Wow. Okay. Then I'm.
I had the two right.
So what are you saying then, honey? This is
Letter E,
letter E,
which was your
my third place, but that's
Kent's
Kent's
first.
first. Good for you, dude. That's a good bottle. That's
Evidently,
wonderful.
I liked it.
That's wonderful. I'm not. That's great.
I thought it was something different, but
Wow. I'm a little nervous. Okay.
So Kent's third
Yeah.
was F. That was your second.
Okay.
That's the 2022 BRT01.
2022-01 SSA at your side. Wow. I do like that one. And let me just say, I know a lot of people really like the second release of 2022, but remember Trent and I told you I really liked the first one. For some reason, it just hits my palate really nicely.
well,
It's not that I dislike the second release of 2022, but I really did like that one a lot. So, all right, honey, I'm sorry.
So your first, Kurt,
Yeah.
Kent's second
Yeah.
was A, and that's the 2021 FAE01.
Okay, well, if anybody can tell me if this is the bottle that we chose for our top bottle of
I remember
2000,
there was one.
our top
Makers,
bourbon
yeah.
of 2000 and
I don't remember which one it is either. But I remember it being
21?
Makers.
Second one, but I could be wrong.
it could be, you could be right, but I'd be curious to know. But overall, Kent,
They have great bottles.
a wonderful lineup. Trent, I'm surprised the 46 cast string was a good call on your part to put that in there.
That was
once-
somebody else's idea.
Was it once Kent put his glasses on and he realized we didn't have a 2019 to throw in this because that was great. That was great to
Yeah.
put that in there. I have to
And it
be
fared well.
I have to be honest. I'm not familiar with this 2020. It's been a long time. I'm really surprised that this one was down here. This is my biggest surprise of our tasting tonight is the BRT 2202. So
Yeah, because even I mean, not even talking about us. I mean, that thing reviewed great.
It's great.
Scored great. Reviewed well.
it is. It's a great
So I'm
bottle.
kind of surprised too.
I am too.
Are the BRTs readily available by us?
Trenton, that's your question.
Not anymore, really. Those since
What do you think, Trenton? There's probably a 3 to 4 week window that they're somewhat available.
this year was weird because they were released around the same time. Usually
'Cause
there's
they were
one
delayed,
released
yeah.
at the beginning of the year and one at the end.
You're right. Yeah.
But with the bottling shortages and the glass shortages and everything that happened last year, they were released pretty much at the exact same time. So I think people were just flocking in and getting both of them at the same time, and maybe that made them a little bit.
But I typically, from my experience over the years, when they come out, it seems to be a 3-4 week window to where if you go out and about, you might find one.
Yeah.
But then that's about it
Yeah, these were
for the most
released
part.
October, I think, maybe November, and they were gone
Yeah.
pretty quick. I haven't seen one since.
Yeah, I haven't either.
But
All great bottles, really, really, really neat tasting.
Yeah, for sure. And there was really a couple bottles only that were, I would say, drastically different than, not drastically different, but different
Yeah.
than the rest of them. Most of them, there's always a steadiness to makers that you can typically pick their stuff out. And it's usually solid.
It's good.
Not saying it's the best lineup of distillery out there, but it's a really solid
Yeah.
one, man. It's a really solid one.
Yeah, and I'm curious. I was very fortunate to run into somebody that was trying to deplete their collection a little bit. You want to grab that 1/3 right behind you, right? That 4 roses.
This one?
Yeah. We have, between Kent and I gave him some too. We got 5. We have 5 of these 4 roses limited edition. This one is actually, this one's actually the 130 year anniversary bottle here. But we have 5 of these. If you want to see that, 4 roses tasting in one of our live shows, let me know, because I gave Kent one of them. Trenton was able to get me the 2022 this year, but I think I got 4 of them
Do you have
from Mike
2020?
when he wanted to deplete his collection.
Do you have a 2020?
I don't know. I don't remember what it
No,
just
I don't
got
think
those
he
not
does.
that
Because
long.
I have a 2020, I believe.
Oh wow! So we have 6. I love those things. I just love them. So if you want to see that, let us know. That's some pretty cool stuff.
Kevin's
Really,
got a 2021.
do you?
Oh, you better get a large pizza if we're going to have all
You darn right. All right, Trent. What do we got next, buddy? It's your show now. Let's get these off. Ken.
I'm just gonna, while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna read these other donations. John Strickland, $10. Cheers from Columbia, South Carolina. Thanks for the SLB Glen Karen. Love the content and keep it up. Thanks, John.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, did I just lose it again? I did. I'm sorry. Hang on. All right. $5 from Aaron W. Love the channel. Where did you visit in Arizona? I lived in Tucson for about 4 years.
Well, my wife and I love it around the Scottsdale area. We have family and friends that live there, but we did travel to Tucson for one day when we were there because we met up with my friend Josh at Your Drinking Buddy. He has his own YouTube channel. We spent about 6 hours there, honey?
Yeah.
We did a distillery tour down there. What was the name of it, honey? It's escaping me. You know, what is it, Trenton, down there?
Where?
Oh, Lord. Arizona. Single malt.
Delbach?
Yes, thank you, honey.
Wow.
Delbach
Right?
Distillery. We did a tour down there. I like their stuff. It's American single malt. And then we had lunch at a really beautiful restaurant, Nana's Kitchen. It's his friends, and that was a great time. And my wife drank an entire mango margarita, and
It was big.
that is a big deal
It
because
was so good.
if she gets a cocktail, it's like that much gone, and that's it. She's just not much into that, but had great food. And then we recorded a show with Your Drinking Buddy. If you want
That
to
was
see,
cool, too.
if you want to see the show where I recorded with him, you can find it on his channel, Your Drinking Buddy. So we did spend a day in Tucson.
The next one is from Jim Jones, $5.
Too late.
Love being part of this group. Always enjoy watching, learning, and tasting what you recommend.
Look at this
Thanks,
haircut.
Jim.
Look at this! Look at this
Looking
slick
good with
cut.
that haircut.
First time I've been able to cut my hair since I didn't have any, and it was a weird experience getting a haircut. So,
Oh, Lord.
this was a sample that was given to me.
This is another surprise, isn't it?
It's another surprise.
Yeah, because you haven't told me, and all I see is glasses up here, so I don't know.
I had like that much of a sample in
Oh, you
a
did?
little 2
Okay.
ouncer. So
Okay, all right. And you're not having any? You already have a little,
I already had some last
little
weekend.
nip. Okay.
Quite a bit of it.
Couldn't
It was-
wait.
Oh,
so
all right.
that might have just given it away. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk about the giveaway and a couple other things.
Okay. All right, buddy. What are we giving away tonight, anyways? Trenton always has something up his sleeve.
Yeah,
not sure
usually
what.
it's sitting over here in the corner, and I
I
didn't
know.
see it.
I
Yeah,
know.
what are we giving
I don't know.
So I haven't received them yet. We're going to be giving away one of our new riff picks that we did. I found an extra bottle laying around.
My nose yet.
We're giving away one of our Blue Note picks and one of our ASW picks. So we'll have 3 bottles
Really?
to give away. Yep.
Wow.
I think.
No wonder why you told me don't pick up that Blanton's.
I've heard. I know that they're pretty darn good. I think people will appreciate them and enjoy them. So, I'll get all that stuff set up.
So while they're nosing and everything, I'll finish these
Beautiful
up.
stone
Matthew
fruits,
Peach,
All over
$2.
the
Great
place.
show. Try Old Fourth Ward Distillery in Atlanta sometime. Sorry, I can't read.
You know what? Honestly, I've had Old Fourth Distillery on my list for probably 2 years.
Yeah, we should
At some
do
point, yeah, we need to try to find something.
that. That would be awesome.
I've heard a lot of good things, and it's been on my
Even
list.
to go out there would be fun.
If you want to join the raffle, type in ! Raffle at this time. The chat is going to be gone.
Exclamation
That's
point
okay,
raffle.
wasn't done.
Exclamation point raffle if you want to be entered to win one of our picks. We have 3 options. We'll talk about those. We got the ASW, we got the Blue Note Juke Joint, and we have a new riff pick.
Try to figure
I'll walk everybody through the process in 5 to 6 minutes. There the bot goes.
Wow.
And we'll do some giveaways.
This is way out in left field, buddy. This is something.
Have you tasted it yet?
I have twice.
Nice. Is that why you went out?
I'm
Yeah.
not.
Okay, I tasted
Justin,
it
I'm
too.
not in Mad Madness, but
Michelle
I'm
tasted it too.
Last weekend.
Yeah.
Surprised I
You
remember.
did.
Maybe they can put a senior division out there for you, Kurt.
Yeah, I would need that. The geriatric division. That's me. That'd be okay. That'd be all right.
Man.
What do you? I need more than oh man. What do you?
I'm trying to
what do you
think.
get?
Well,
What do you taste?
it's sweet and sour. I get a lot of stone fruits on the nose. It's kind of a sweet and sour in a fantastic way. It's so different.
This was one of my favorite pours I've had.
It's so, Michelle,
a while.
it's so different
Yeah.
than the norm.
Yeah.
It takes a few minutes to wrap your mind around it. It's funny because when Michelle and I look at each other when we're at barrel tastings and stuff, you immediately know it's like, whoa, or whoa.
Yeah. We have a similar
Facial
palate.
expressions give it away.
I'm glad you get to try it. I didn't know this
It's
was
almost
happening
like
tonight.
I told you about it.
No.
You were probably watching your weird videos.
For school?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably.
It's
Are you?
very robust.
What?
Yes.
Trenton's looking at me with a
Robust.
sheepish
I know
grin.
what it is.
I wish
Honey.
I had a bottle to give you.
Yes. And a bottle to keep. Is a lot.
I don't know what you were drinking last weekend, so I can't
It's
give
not
you
scotch.
We were drinking
No.
a lot
No,
of
it's
things
definitely
last
not
week.
Yeah, I'm
No,
looking
no,
at that sheepish grin, and he's got something behind.
Is it a bourbon? Is it a rye? Is it finished? Is it?
Bro, you
Let's
know
hear
what?
it.
Why you do
I'm
this?
trying to prep you for KVT. Come on.
Andy Hill, we only enter once, correct?
Yes. Please only enter once.
Entering a million times doesn't get you more tickets. You only ever get one.
Hey, can you give me another pour of that? I need to really. No, I'm just kidding.
There's that much left over there
just
if you
kidding.
need it.
It's really unique. It's really
Jay's like,
unique.
no, you can't have that.
It's really unique. It's really different. It lends towards a little spice, or lends a little bit towards the rye.
Do you have any guesses at all?
Sagamore. Just because I know he loves it. I'm going in his head.
You think it's a rye?
I don't know, bro. Don't do this to me.
Bob Loomis. Graham is on the lake. She's in.
It's not rye to me.
She's on
A
cue.
finish.
She's on Cube
There's a
Lake.
finish
She's
in
in
there somewhere.
Hammondsport. It's on Lake Drive or something. Exclamation point Ruffles.
Logan. That's all.
You ready for the reveal?
Yeah, I think so.
That is 1973 Wild Turkey.
Sweet and sour, like we
1973.
said, sweet and sour. It almost tastes finished.
Dusty.
It really does. It almost does.
I can see that.
I had
Am I right about the bold though?
yeah.
So robust.
It is huge flavor.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
it
just
packs a
extremely
flavor
unique.
punch.
I had that.
That's
we did like a bottle share, and a couple guys brought an 89 Wild Turkey, a 73 Wild Turkey, and a 76 Ezra Brooks. And that Ezra Brooks was the best thing I've ever had.
We drained it.
wow.
We
Really?
finished it.
Yeah.
The
Wow.
Ezra Brooks.
Yeah.
Came out of a porcelain decanter, and it was the best thing that I've ever had.
It was
Hands down.
wild.
Well, I got this. The wild turkey to me, Kent, leans towards sweet and sour in a really, really good way. Bless you, honey. Sweet and sour in a really good way. It's just these older bourbons are so unique.
There's something about them.
It's just, you know,
And it's 86 proof,
get out of here.
Right?
and it's got that flavor to it.
Wow.
It's well, depending on what month, it could be 50 years old.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
crazy.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Is it just what kind of bottle is it?
It was a decanter.
Decanter.
Okay.
Well, I got to look up the year. I really don't know. I've got a wild turkey decanter. That's a turkey with little what do you call little turkeys? I don't know. Oh, baby turkeys.
Turklets?
Yeah, around it.
Wait, there's a real
And
name for them?
I cracked it.
Peel.
Yeah.
I cracked it.
Did you?
There's some floaties in there, but
What?
I drank it.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
There's still some in there. So. It's actually not. It's not as good as that. It's not as huge flavor as that. And I don't know what years those are from. I would guess 70s and 80s. I would think for those old decanters, but I never really looked into it.
So,
But it was pretty good. But I was a little nervous because
It's not very oaky though.
the,
This isn't.
the glossy decanters are from the 70s, and the matte decanters are from the 80s.
this is a more like a porcelain decanter.
They're all porcelain, but they have like one has like a matte finish to it, and those are the 80s, and the
Well,
70s are more of a glossy.
This one's
finish.
all like painted. It's like literally looks like a turkey sitting there with its little
You have a picture?
turkeys underneath of it. You've seen it
Yeah.
downstairs. It's on my
There's
credenza.
two of them. One on either side.
I
Those
got an
are
Eagle
from-
Rare and
Those are from the 80s, I think.
80s.
If I'm picturing them right. If you want to grab that black box that's sitting behind you on the.
You want to do your raffle on the
Yeah.
first one?
Real quick, we have $5 from Everyday
You just want the
Drinker.
box or you want me to open it?
Who
Oh,
says-
Nate, how you doing, Nate?
Yeah.
I just put it on the thing.
Nate says, "Do you guys want another Everyday Drinker blind flight? If so, I have a fun one in mind."
Oh,
I
gosh.
mean, that'd be fun.
I can
Nate's
only
always-
imagine, Nate.
Don't tempt us with a good time, Nate. $20 from Jason Knoll.
Oh, Jason, no.
Hey.
Hey, Jason.
Thank you.
3 weeks, buddy.
Is that Phil Billy?
No.
That's a big beard.
That's a big beard, though.
Yeah, that is a glorious. beard.
3 weeks, Jason, and we'll be in. He's going to Myrtle Beach with me, and my son's going for the first time for our annual golf trip. So,
That's really cool.
yeah, 3 weeks, buddy. Hi, Amy.
We will play button.
Oh, that's what the box is.
Go ahead, buddy. Let's get that first raffle
I'll
out of
do
the way.
the,
Get that done.
raffle first.
Yep.
Amy Owen says she she didn't receive a ticket. Are you a subscriber?
Oh yeah, you have to
You
be
have
a
to
subscriber.
be a subscriber in order for the ticket to go through.
Let's see.
Jason Knoll says, "Happy early birthday, Kent."
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Amy, I have a ticket for you in here.
Yeah, it's your name's showing up.
They lag a little bit behind. It does it in batches. All right, I'm closing it. So when you get picked, you have the opportunity, and type in the chat, if you get selected, you have the opportunity for an ASW Fiddler Heartwood pick, a Blue Note Juke Joint pick, or a New Riff SLB. These are all picks that we've done and released on Patreon. These have been sold out for quite a while, except ASW, we did that one today. If you win, email slbdrinks@gmail.com with your address and your license. If you're not over 21, I have to disqualify you. But our first winner is David Schwab. David Schwab. If you could type in the chat, let me know what you'd like from that lineup.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Congratulations. We'll
a good lineup.
get you set up here in a little
That's
bit.
a fantastic
Yeah.
lineup.
I'll wait for David
good.
to respond before we go.
Tom
So-
Stouffer, $5. Thank you.
Ooh, now lasagna sounds good.
We
What's
have
his last
pizza.
name? Stouffer?
Stouffer, yeah.
It wasn't even spelled like that.
It doesn't have to spell like it. As long as it sounds like it.
Sure. Sounds like it.
Sure.
David says, no way. Yeah, David, way.
Yeah, Way. What do you want, David?
I want this sweatshirt so bad.
Do you want me to open the box up now, Bub?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, this is something we're going to open up for you folks, and this is nothing that we really can take credit for. This is everything to do with the community and everybody out there. So Trenton brought this over tonight. I haven't seen it yet, Ken. I haven't pulled it out of the box. I know what it is, but I haven't pulled it out of the box. Yeah, this is just insane.
I gotta get my glasses on.
Me too. This is our,
Oh, that's awesome, man.
yeah, this is our,
Oh,
That
nice.
is
yeah,
awesome.
Yay.
That's gonna go behind the bar.
I suppose, yeah.
That is awesome.
Presented to SLB Drinks for passing 100,000 subscribers from YouTube. So, ooh, it's got a
I would
mirror.
say
can
do
see
a round of
myself.
applause, but everybody's headsets would probably go crazy. But
Yeah,
good job, you
I
guys.
mean,
really.
honestly,
Golf clap.
Good
yeah, this
job,
is-
you guys. That's really cool for you guys.
YouTube trophy.
yeah, thank you. And it's just honestly, it's a testament to you folks.
Actually, you guys and you ladies.
Kurt and Mr. Beast.
It's wonderful,
Very cool.
Mr. Okay, Justin.
I don't.
Wow.
Really amazing.
How cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
David, just let me know about if you want the ASW, the Blue Note, or the new riff, and then I can pick the next winner. I haven't seen anything. It
I
hasn't
haven't
shown up on
either.
my screen either. So
That was it.
yeah, that was wild when that thing showed up.
That's a really nice letter too. I read
It
a
is,
little
yeah.
bit. I kind of breezed it a little bit, but really nice letter included from the CEO, Susan.
No, that's really, really cool.
Yeah, really neat. Thank you all. Thank you to everybody out there for this. It's pretty humbling.
David, I gotta give
Very
you
nice.
like one more minute to choose, bud, and then I gotta.
And
I
thank
gotta
you
pick
to all
somebody
your
else.
subscribers, because that gives me once a month. I come down here for a heck of a lineup of pours.
Yep,
Hooks me up pretty good too.
that's a fact.
He's got it made.
Right?
Yeah. This might have to be the first time that I pass
No,
somebody
and
up.
we saw him in the chat too. I wonder if it's getting buried with all the.
I haven't seen it.
Can you roll on with the next raffle, Trenton, while he's trying to respond, or no?
Well,
Since we gotta know what he picks.
in order to raffle off the 2 remainder bottles.
You
Yeah.
can pick the 3 people and just gotta wait for him to pick what he wants, really.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right, next
Give
winner.
him some more
Can you
time.
hand me that sample I told you
Zachary
about
Benton.
from Blue Note?
Zachary.
Zach,
Zachary.
congrats, buddy. If you're still here, please shoot a message in the chat
That's a
with
cool
what
one
you
to
want
talk
from the lineup, and we will we'll get you set up with that. Should I wait for the other one? I've never had this problem.
Thank you.
Here's my glass. I had it in.
Really?
I love the fiddler. Okay, David wants the fiddler.
Good pick, buddy.
Did
Nice
Zachary,
one.
Zachary doesn't have anything. Is that Blue Note?
Yeah, this
That
is
thing's wild.
while Trenton's gearing up for the next one here. This is something that was sent to us, very appreciated by Blue Note.
Listen to this lineup.
Yeah, a special reserve cask finish series. It's 112 proof.
This is where it gets interesting.
It's just insane to me, Kent. The finishes that are in the blend here: a cognac finish, a Madeira finish, a sherry finish, a port finish, a secondary American white oak, a Vino de Narnan. Okay, Michelle, this is your turn. Narnaja.
Phone in a
Honey?
friend. Carrie, what's that wine?
Orange,
Yeah.
I believe.
Is it?
Or maybe
Okay.
it wasn't wine. I don't know.
Thank you. No idea. And a straight bourbon whiskey in the blend. So they're all close to the smallest amount of 3% in this blend is a secondary American white oak, but most of them are somewhere close to 15 to 20% in this blend. This is something else. I told my brother he wanted to prime up a little bit and get his palate going for the show. I told him to have a little sip of this because it'll take you on a ride. That's for sure.
Jay's laughing at me out there.
Zach responded he wants the new riff, so we have the blue note left, so the next person gets the blue note. But it was David Schwab's 30th birthday yesterday. So this
Happy
is a
birthday,
surprise
man!
for
Wow, happy birthday,
Happy
buddy.
birthday.
30. Kent's birthday in just a few days.
Gonna be 30
He's
as
gonna
well.
be like I think he's 57. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god.
The winner of the blue note is Stephen Hornbuckle. Stephen, if you're here, buddy, if you could just send a message in the chat, and then anybody who's won, email slbdrinks@gmail.com. Paul Dorsey, get a barrel of whatever they're drinking.
This is
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
is
that
just
sounds
out.
really
This is incredible.
That's really good.
It's interesting. I mean, it's not quintessential Kentucky bourbon, but this thing will take you on a ride.
I want to
Yeah.
try that.
There's so many.
Yeah, you
different-
gotta try it, Michelle. There's a lot of things going
Oh
on in
my
there.
gosh! It's
I'm gonna
just,
try it too. I mean,
honey,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't wait.
sounds
This
fantastic.
one will
Earlier-
change your life.
Rebecca, someone
just
in
will.
the chat asked earlier if you were going to be trying things tonight.
I saw that for a lot of people mentioned me today, and I feel bad because I'm not technology savvy. And
I've been trying to respond
okay.
for you.
So I've seen all of the messages geared towards me, and I appreciate it. I don't know how to work Trenton's
Just
computer.
not doing it.
Stephen replied, he said new riff, but Stephen, the only thing left is the blue note.
Solid pick though.
Solid
Oh
pick,
yeah,
though,
they're all good.
Yeah.
Fantastic
So
stuff.
I'll get all this stuff set out to the winners as soon as possible once I receive emails from everybody with addresses and IDs. But yeah, next month we should have some. Well, actually, next month is going to be our Bourbon Madness final, so we have a bunch of pretty big bottles to give away. We'll talk about that more in the video next Friday.
Okay.
Barter Hortus says, my birthday's in 2 weeks. 63, yikes. Ready for you to send me the pappy.
I'm not.
I forgot, did I give you a crappy 29 in the comments?
I wish we could do that for you.
I'm not too far behind you, friend. Not too far behind you.
I keep going on an empty water glass, I guess.
Yeah.
Good thing it's getting close.
It's good. You all right, buddy? That's
Yep.
all you got for tonight?
We capped at 1,257 viewers tonight.
You know, I mean, that's just I'm amazed all the time, every day of the community that we have, we've been able to, you know, accumulate here at SLB, and it's heartwarming. It really is, and it shows in the comments, it shows in the Patreon group, it just shows all the way through. Great people, you know, and we just appreciate you. That's all we can say.
Which I said last show that I was going to join Patreon so I could get into the Discord thing. So I've done the Patreon part. There's a few people here that I'm sure that can help me direct me toward Discord because I still don't know what that is. But I'm going to be a part of it. I'll figure it out here soon. And
he'll
hopefully
get
get to talk to you guys here soon.
Now we're just missing Kurt on the Discord.
Yeah, that's
got a
gonna
whole
be.
gang of
You know, I think your mom is banning me from Discord because I spend enough time doing what I have to do. So it might be a while before I get to that Discord. Anyways, thanks to everybody. We had a great time tonight. Ken, I know this is one of your favorites with the Maker's
Yeah, it was a
Mark.
great lineup for
I was
me.
a bit surprised with a couple of them where they landed for me personally, but that's how blinds are. But
Yeah.
overall, it was a great tasting. We had a great
For sure.
time. Thank you all so much for taking a few minutes out of your busy schedule here on a Friday night to share it with us. That means the world. So thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on our next live stream in March. See you later.